This last year, multiple big national shows I would host. I mean, ready to go. But they said, listen, the execs want you to do aliens mixed with it. And I'm like, and let me guess, chupacabras as well. I'm like, no. And people can't believe when you say no to them.
Yeah, I know. Regardless of the cash that they offer and the whole thing, I would just turn them all down. Because every single biggie out there has asked me to do the same thing.
Well, plus, once you've done that, they have weird rules, unwritten rules. Once you've taken one of their deals, even though it's unwritten and unspoken, then if I did that to use it to get even bigger, to then flip and expose them after, then they would kill me. But because I've always stayed pure, it's like a weird unwritten rule. I know you've studied that. What's behind that?
Well, it's partly compromise as well. They have their own set of legalities and rules. It's like a brotherhood. You come into their confidence and you're agreeing to something you suspect. And they'll make sure that they give you enough information that you suspect they want to use you for something. And that's a real legal deal in their sort of brotherhood terminology and their way of thinking. And they don't let it go. They will never let it go if you've acquiesced to go along with something like that. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Why do the globalists enjoy throughout history, the initiated ones, the Illuminati priest class? Why do they love destroying their own, even servants that serve them perfectly? I mean, is it just part of a process of killing anybody who knows where the bodies are buried?
It's partly that, too. It's partly that remember, they are an ultra-elite. And they have a completely different upbringing, a completely different education than those that go to even Harvard. And I can remember Orwell put part of the initiation of the so-called Illuminati or the rebel force in his book, 1984. And part of it was that you had to swear that if it was necessary to sacrifice you for the cause, they would sacrifice you, and you had to accept that one day they might just sacrifice you, throw you to the wolves. And they have no problem doing that. And you must remember, too, that Julian Huxley, who was umpteenth generation inbred for his purpose, because they were already especially breeding.
Yeah, he was the head of the UNESCO dehumanization program.
Yeah, he admitted that he was, there were offspring of scientific elite, and he was one of them. That was his family's role. And,
yeah, most of the children died, but he and his brother were the only genetic expression, yeah.
And he did say that lots will think they're fit to come through into this new world order as a servant class who serve them very well. But they're in for a big surprise. They will eliminate them too. They will no longer need them. And apart from that, they'll know too much. They'll know too much. And when they don't get the proper rewards that they thought they would get, like they will not be living in these specially rural, gated, high-class communities. They'd be bitching, they'd open their mouths, they'd let the cat out of the bag. And they'd be a problem. They'd have to be eliminated. And
I hope they're listening, because the New World Order can't wait to torture you to death. So all of you out there thinking you're on the winning team, you lose. The only way we beat this is by defeating it. Alan Watt, let's talk about solutions. Your idea straight ahead. 2 more segments with Alan Watt. Always appreciate it. We'll give you his website as well. Just amazing information. I'm Alex Jones. Don't forget the new search term, Maryland Stage Terror.
Go solar for cheap. Want to use solar power but the price is too high? Now you can build your own solar panels for less than $200 at 123cheapsolar.com. Don't laugh. We've sold over 45,000 solar do-it-yourself kits. Watch the step-by-step videos that even non-handyman types can use. We offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. Go to 123cheapsolar.com or call 800-713-0486. 800-713-0486. Reduce your foreign oil dependency when you go green with 123cheapsolar.com.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it led back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Hi, Ted Anderson. I'm placing a silver dollar in a book explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
I have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, it seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
New year, new way to smoke, and it's Totally Wicked. Introducing Totally Wicked e-liquid electronic cigarettes, the highest quality e-cigarettes in the world. With Totally Wicked e-liquid cigarettes, there's no flame, no secondhand smoke, no carbon monoxide, no tar, no unsightly brown teeth or fingers, and no lingering smell. Totally Wicked e-liquid cigarettes have a battery charge that lasts up to 8 hours. Plus, with a Totally Wicked Tornado model, the average pack-a-day smoker is likely to save over $1,000 a year. The Totally Wicked Tornado provides a storm of vapor. See it at TotallyWicked-eLiquid.com. That's TotallyWicked-eLiquid.com. Or call 888-761-9425. Get a 15% discount with promo code GCNLive. Go to TotallyWicked-eLiquid.com. Or call 888-761-9425. That's 888-761-9425. Or online at TotallyWicked-eLiquid.com. Totally Wicked e-liquid cigarettes, the next generation of alternative smoking.
He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
We're going right back to Alan Watt here in just a moment, going live into the fourth hour. Meteorologist as well at the 8 after break. I want to tell you about endofamerica3.com. Stansberry and Associates Investment Research is an independent investment research arm founded in 1999 with subscribers in more than 100 different countries. They recently created an eye-opening video you can see for free at endofamerica3.com. Again, that's free, endofamerica3.com. They're telling their biggest and most important prediction yet. Again, that's endofamerica3.com. Check them out today, endofamerica3.com. Also made right here in America. They're still running that very popular special, 888-8-GUSSET, high-quality gusset clothing, motorcycle jeans, regular jeans, all right here made in the good old USA, gusset.com/America. And they've got a special when you get a couple pairs of jeans. You can get 3 free gifts, including T-shirts and a great audio CD about reindustrializing America. That's gusset.com/America, gusset, GUSSET.com/America, or 888-8-GUSSET. And to get those specials, free gifts, tell them Alex Jones sent you with your order. Okay, going back to Alan Watt. Alan, they're not invincible. They don't have all the answers. And I think one of the biggest keys, as you just alluded to, is reaching out to the super class that Rothkopf called it, 6,000 super gophers, and really... And I've talked to some billionaires. I've talked to people, medical doctors that have treated heads of state. They will even confide in them that they're depressed about this, but kind of through fear going along. Just because they're raised into this, a lot of them don't like it. And I think reaching out to them to resist and to speak out, I think that's a really important thing to do. As we near this mass extermination program, what's your view on that?
It's difficult to get through them. I understand the concept, but they've had a lifetime of this indoctrination, and they still cling. They'll still cling to the hope that they'll be the ones living in the more expensive, gated communities, well armed, well defended, well fed, with the extra privilege. See, this world is to be a world of privileges, you understand. And every tier gets extra privileges. Even the cops get extra privileges.
No, that's what Nick Rockefeller, it's an artificial state-run class system. Nick Rockefeller told Aaron Russo that the elite are all going to have chips that say, kiss my hind end.
Mm-hmm. And as I say, too, they'll have to, and they have to work till they drop, the elite as well. They don't retire, as you well know. They're sworn on for life. And they don't get a break. They must go along and along and along with everything and never give a slip of the tongue. It's hard for them to do that, even at parties, etc., because that means an instant death sentence or cut off from the food supply, or you get bunged in with the peasants. But there'll be the cities themselves, as you well know, are getting set up to be the prison camps as they take us down. They haven't upgraded these cities. They don't intend to upgrade them. They've let the roads rot for the last 30-odd years in preparation for this. And it's for rapid depopulation. They hope to depopulate rapidly over the next 50 years. And Rockefeller said that at the last meeting of what they call the Lucky Gene Club, where Oprah and Gates and all these guys go. He said, well, we've been very successful with sterilization and so on across the world, but now we must go into rapid depopulation. That means getting everyone off the land into these cities that are falling apart. And there'll be other ones put up, special ones for the managerial class to have their extra privileges, their better lifestyle for a while. And that's how it's really being set up at the moment.
They're even building on the 15 acres they stole from landowners 14 years ago in Austin. Elite areas actually owned by the former city council people that took it. They're now the bankers and the state senators, and it's openly neighborhoods with the criminals living in the luxury homes.
That's right. That's how it's always been intended, just like Brave New World predicted. Yeah.
Man, they are so diabolical. They are so fully sick. Man, I tell you. Back in 60 seconds, final segment with Alan Watt. Alan Watt, fire out your website.
It's cuttingthroughthematrix.com.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Are you tired of searching for great talk radio?
Something more important.
Search no more. We are the GCN Radio Network.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about the Silver Lungs Generator. Now you can produce pure and endless colloidal silver and deliver the solution directly into the bloodstream by breathing the solution through the lungs. The respiratory system is the first line of defense for airborne pathogens and viruses. The Silver Lungs Generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced